Hello and a very warm welcome to our channel, your trusted space for navigating a healthy and vibrant life after 65. Today, we are going to have a serious but deeply hopeful and empowering conversation. We are going to talk about Alzheimer's disease. For many of us, this is a topic that brings up a lot of fear and a feeling of helplessness. But what if I told you that we are not helpless? What if I told you that while there is currently no cure, a massive and growing body of scientific research shows that we can take powerful, proactive steps to help reduce our risk? And what if I told you that one of the most powerful tools you have is the very fork you eat with every day? The title of our video is Stop Eating These If You Want to Prevent Alzheimer's. Let's be very clear. Prevent is a strong word. This disease is complex, but we can absolutely build a lifestyle that creates a more protective, resilient environment for our brain. Today, we will identify 3 categories of food that research suggests we should limit for optimal brain health, and we will reveal the delicious, protective foods you can eat instead. A critical disclaimer to start. This information is for educational purposes only. Alzheimer's is a medical condition. Please, before making any significant changes to your diet, especially if you have concerns about your cognitive health, it is essential that you speak with your doctor or a registered dietitian. To understand why certain foods are problematic, we first need to understand what modern science is telling us about the Alzheimer's brain. For a long time, we only talked about plaques and tangles, but the picture is now much broader. Many scientists now believe that Alzheimer's is fueled by 2 key processes: chronic inflammation and insulin resistance in the brain. In fact, the link is so strong that some researchers have started calling Alzheimer's disease type 3 diabetes. This is a revolutionary idea. It means that the same dietary patterns that lead to body-wide insulin resistance and inflammation, which we know cause things like type 2 diabetes and heart disease, may also be damaging our brains over time. This is incredibly empowering news, because it means that a diet that protects your body is also a diet that protects your brain. The foods we are about to discuss are the primary drivers of that harmful inflammation and insulin resistance. Our first category of foods to significantly limit are the ones that are often the most convenient and tempting. We're talking about ultra-processed foods and sugary snacks. This is a broad category that includes things like packaged cakes, cookies, or cakesa, sugary breakfast cereals, pastries, and most fast food. These foods are designed in a lab to be irresistible, but they are a nightmare for your brain health. Why? Because they are typically loaded with refined flours, unhealthy fats, and, most importantly, huge amounts of added sugar and high fructose corn syrup. When you eat these foods, they cause a sharp, dramatic spike in your blood sugar and insulin levels. When this happens over and over again, day after day, your cells can start to ignore the signal from insulin, leading to insulin resistance. This process creates a cascade of inflammation and oxidative stress that is particularly damaging to the delicate cells of the brain. So what do you reach for when you crave something sweet? The smart and delicious swap is whole, natural fruits, with a special gold star going to berries. Instead of a packaged cookie, enjoy a bowl of fresh, beautiful blueberries. Instead of a sugary pastry, have a sweet, juicy pear. Unlike the processed snacks, whole fruits deliver their natural sugar in a perfect package, complete with fiber, water, vitamins, and a host of powerful antioxidants. The fiber is the key. It slows down the absorption of the sugar, preventing that dangerous blood sugar spike. And the antioxidants in fruits, especially the deep-colored anthocyanins in berries, act like a cleanup crew for your brain, helping to neutralize the oxidative stress that can damage brain cells. It's nature's perfect brain-protective dessert. The second category to be very mindful of are foods that are deep fried or made with certain unhealthy industrial fats. This includes foods like French fries, pumps, fried chicken or schnitzel, and many packaged snacks or baked goods made with margarine and partially hydrogenated oils, trans fats. These foods are a double-edged sword for brain health. First, the high-heat frying process can create inflammatory compounds that are harmful to the body. Second, and most importantly, trans fats have been shown to be incredibly damaging to our cardiovascular system. Remember this crucial link: what's good for your heart is good for your brain. Your brain is fed by a rich network of tiny, delicate blood vessels. Unhealthy fats damage these blood vessels, impairing blood flow and increasing the risk for the small microstrokes that can contribute to cognitive decline over time. The delicious and protective swap here is to embrace healthy, anti-inflammatory fats, with the star of the show being extra virgin olive oil. Olive oil is a cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet, which is consistently linked to better cognitive function and a lower risk of dementia. Its power comes from its high content of monounsaturated fats and powerful antioxidants like oleocanthal, which has been shown to have anti-inflammatory effects similar to ibuprofen. Making the swap is easy. Instead of deep frying your food, try baking, roasting, or pan-searing it with a little bit of olive oil. Instead of using a creamy store-bought dressing on your salad, make your own simple vinaigrette with extra virgin olive oil, a splash of vinegar, and some herbs. This simple switch changes the very nature of the fat you are consuming, from pro-inflammatory to anti-inflammatory. The third food category that the leading research, including the famous MIND diet, suggests we limit is processed meats and high intakes of red meat. Processed meats include items like sausages, Wurst, hot dogs, and deli meats. These often contain preservatives called nitrates and nitrites, which can increase oxidative stress in the body. High consumption of red meat, such as beef and pork, is also associated with higher levels of inflammation and saturated fat. Again, this doesn't mean you can never enjoy a traditional Austrian meal, but it suggests that making these foods a rare treat rather than a daily staple is a smart move for your long-term brain health. So what should take the place of these meats on your plate? The two superstar swaps are fatty fish and plant-based proteins. Aim to eat fatty fish, like our wonderful local trout, forelle, or salmon, at least once a week. These are the best sources of the omega-3 fat DHA, which is a primary structural building block of your brain cells. It is literally the material your brain is made of. On other days, embrace the power of plant proteins like beans, lentils, and chickpeas, Hülsenfrüchte. These are packed with fiber, B vitamins, and other brain-protective nutrients. They are also incredibly affordable and versatile. Making a hearty lentil soup or a 3-bean salad are delicious ways to nourish your brain. Let me tell you a story about a woman named Anna, a 68-year-old from Vienna. Anna was the primary caregiver for her mother, who sadly passed away from Alzheimer's disease. The experience was heartbreaking, but it also lit a fire in Anna. She wanted to do everything she could to be proactive about her own brain health. She read about the MIND diet and decided to make 3 simple swaps in her kitchen. 1, she replaced her usual afternoon Kuchen, or cake, with a small bowl of fresh berries and a handful of nuts. 2, she stopped buying margarine and started using a beautiful Austrian olive oil for her cooking and salad dressings. And 3, she cut her red meat consumption in half and made a rule to have a delicious meal with lentils or beans at least twice a week. Anna told me that this wasn't about deprivation. It was about feeling empowered. Every time she makes these choices, she feels like she is making a deposit in her brain health bank account. It's a positive, hopeful act of self-care. Today, we have learned that while there is no magic pill to prevent Alzheimer's, we have immense power in our daily choices. We've learned that this disease is often fueled by inflammation and insulin resistance, and we can fight back by making smart swaps on our plate. Let's recap the 3 categories to limit and their powerful swaps. 1. Limit ultra-processed and sugary foods. Swap in whole fruits like berries. 2. Limit fried foods and unhealthy fats. Swap in healthy fats like olive oil. 3. Limit processed and red meats. Swap in fatty fish and plant proteins. Your invitation this week is not to overhaul your entire life. Just choose one of these swaps. Maybe you'll try a meatless Monday with a delicious bean soup, or you'll swap your afternoon cookie for a crunchy apple. Every small step matters. What is your favorite brain-healthy food? Please share your ideas in the comments below to inspire our community. If you found this video empowering, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And for our final crucial reminder, please always discuss your health and any dietary changes with your doctor. They are your best partner on this journey. Thank you for watching.